already in progress.
Of course, Lane we're referring to as the U.S. Junior Heavyweight Champion. The title was won by Mr. Olympia, and he's coming out to join us right now. Mr. Olympia, welcome back to the desk of Southeastern Wrestling, and I know you will have some comments on this match in the ring right now.
Well, that's right. You know, I've been watching Stan Lane a long time, and he is a good wrestler. He sticks to the basics, but he also takes shortcuts, Charlie.
A lot of shortcuts. Good arm drag takedown by Roy Welch.
You know, you can't take anything away from this Roy Lee Welch either. You know, he's in competition for this junior heavyweight title here too, and he keeps himself in pretty good shape.
Good takedown by Lane. Roy Welch comes out of it, back into that arm drag takedown, and bars the arm.
You know, I'd like to say something right here, Charlie. You know that we got a man, a big black superstar coming into this area. His name is Ray Candyman Candy. And, you know, I was in Japan with this man. I wrestled with him on several occasions, and this man was undefeated on the tour in Japan when I was there. So he is he weighs 300 pounds, he's 6'4", and he's a big, strong superstar. I like the word superstar because I believe that's exactly what he is, Charlie.
Ray Candy, of course, throughout his career has held most major regional titles in wrestling areas all over the country, and of course known most in this area probably for the Georgia Heavyweight Championship he once held. He held that for a long time.
Well, you know, he was also the North American Heavyweight Champion too, Charlie.
In the ring now, two junior heavyweights, Stan Lane, Roy Welch. And that junior heavyweight title, I'm sure that whole issue has been much on your mind.
Well, that's right, Charlie. You know, as of today, not tonight, but as of today, I'm the United States Junior Heavyweight Champion. But, you know, Stan Lane, he's held the title. I've held the title. I held it longer than anyone that's had it. And, you know, it's been a great opportunity for me to defend it against some great junior heavyweights. Stan Lane is one of the great. Tony Charles is one of the great. Les Thornton's good. I mean, you got all kinds. You can't take anybody out because anyone can upset you. And one little wrong move and you done lost it. It's all over. Somebody else will be the champion and you'll be trying to get it back. Stan Lane, you know, one thing I've learned about Stan Lane, he's learned to use the ropes. Any time that he can use it to his advantage or to keep somebody from getting the best of him, he'll go to those ropes. He'll use those ropes. And, you know, you can't take that away from the man. That's part of the wrestling business. I mean, you've got to know where you're at in the ring. If you know where you're at, then you can use those ropes to your advantage.
The better you know that square circle, the better off you are. Lane, to me, Mr. Olympia has a lot of talent. He's an excellent wrestler in watching him, but it goes back to what you stated a few moments ago. When the going gets tough, Stan Lane quickly goes for those shortcuts.
That's true. That's true. But you can't take, like I said, you can't take anything away from the man. He does stick with the basics. He does know how to wrestle, and you know he's been hanging around with this Mr. Saito a lot. So I believe he's been learning a lot of that, the moves, the Oriental moves that they use in Japan. So I feel that Stan Lane is getting this man to teach him a lot of that Oriental moves. That's going to make it tougher. That's going to make him tougher to beat, Charlie.
Lane with a snap on the takedown, dropping that leg in. Talking about Ray Candy, you're talking about a super heavyweight, superstar, and a super heavyweight, Ray Candy.
That's right. You know, Ray Candy, like I said, he's over 300 pounds. He's 6'4", and look, you know, the man, you can't do him wrong because the minute you do, he's tough, and somebody's going to get hurt, and I can grant you it probably won't be Ray Candy because he can take care of himself.
Welch right now. Good block on that turnbuckle, and he takes that opportunity to go to work on Stan Lane, putting that elbow in. Lane with a headbutt to the midsection. Lane very quick in that ring. Good move by Stan Lane, crashing down with the elbow. Rolls his man up, by tight, but it's over.
Well, so here's what I mean by taking a little shortcut there. Stan Lane did have his man. He held the ropes. Roy Lee Welch did fall back on his back. Stan Lane hit him with an elbow, and when he did, he hooked him with his tights. He gave him that little bit of edge what he needed, Charlie.
While you're out, we do have some videotape of the match in which you won that U.S. Junior title from Stan Lane. If we could roll the tape upstairs and take a look. In the arena, Stan Lane in action against Mr. Olympia, defending that U.S. Junior Heavyweight Championship.
Well, right here, Charlie, you see that, you know, Stan Lane's been complaining that, you know, that I'm Jerry Stubbs, not Mr. Olympia. I'm Jerry Stubbs.
You do have some similarities that remind one of Jerry Stubbs.
My name is Mr. Olympia.
Right.
Stan Lane cannot stand that. It's got some kind of psychological effect on Stan Lane. He wants to see my face. You know, under that mask, you can't tell whether I'm hurt or not. You got to see my face, see the expressions on my face to be able to tell whether I'm hurt, to see if I'm in pain. But see, he can't do that, so he don't know whether he's got me down or not, and he don't like that. So I believe it's got some kind of psychological effect on Stan Lane.
Right now you have Lane backed over in that corner.
You know, I don't like to take anything away from my opponent. Stan Lane is tough. He was a champion. I'm the champion now. And I hold this belt, and I just don't believe that Stan Lane could take it away from me in the ring.
You hold the belt now, but there is that technicality that has come up, and you know that you're going to have to give that belt up.
Well, that's true, Charlie. You know, I hate to say, as much as I sit here and hate to say that I won this belt, I went through a lot to go and win this belt. I had to put this mask on, get a no disqualification with Stan Lane to keep him from getting disqualified, and then I won this belt. I was a United States Junior Heavyweight Champion. But see, Stan Lane complained about me being overweight, which they did weigh me. I was just a few pounds overweight, and I did. I got to give up this belt because I am overweight.
There it was, the 3 count and the U.S. Junior title around the waist of Mr. Olympia. At the weigh-in later, International Sports Incorporated went over the contract rules, and you were 3 pounds overweight during this match.
That's right, Charlie. You know, all the people out here know that I did beat Stan Lane. Well, he's complaining about me being overweight. Well, I had to weigh. I was overweight just a little. And I got to give this belt up. And as much as I hate to say, I got to give it back to Stan Lane. But let me tell you one thing. All around the Southeast, I have matches signed with Stan Lane. And it won't be championship matches. It won't be nothing. I won't be going after no title. There'll be one thing I'm going after, and that's a piece of Stan Lane's tail. And I guarantee you, I'm the one that can get it. This belt, you know, I'm overweight. I can't go for it, but I can go for his tail. You can bet on that.
Comments of Mr. Olympia now surrendering the United States Junior Heavyweight title. It goes back to Stan Lane. Our personality profile coming up next on Southeastern Championship Wrestling. Coming up in the very near future here in the Southeastern Wrestling area, International Sports Incorporated completes the pledge to make this the finest in wrestling entertainment and the finest in wrestling competition here in the Southeastern Wrestling area. In 1 week's time, International Sports Incorporated, through Southeastern Championship Wrestling, will be giving away some $100,000 in prize money. And also with the prize money will go these trophies. And if we could open up and get a shot of this trophy, these prize money and the trophy will be given away in elimination matches. With me now, the Fuller brothers, Ron and Robert. And when we're talking about elimination matches, Ron and Robert, we're talking about a situation where it's all against all. 2 men in the ring at the same time competing, and while those two are competing, the rest of the ring is surrounded by men who, when they are tagged, must go in the ring and compete.
That's right. It's a most unusual event, Charlie, and it's also a very grueling event. 15 men entered in a match means that it's actually 14 matches in one. Every man has to be defeated until one man remains undefeated, and he's the winner of the money and that beautiful trophy right there. And as you said before, there's a toss of the coin, and the two men that win the toss of the coin start the elimination match, and everyone else stands with their hands on the second rope, and while you're in the ring, you can tag anybody you want to. For instance, a very unusual situations can arise in one of these type of matches. For instance, let's say I was in the ring with Jimmy Golden, I could tag Ron Bass, and that would put Bass in the ring against Jimmy Golden. And should Bass refuse to wrestle Jimmy Golden, then he's automatically eliminated. It could possibly happen with Robert and I, same situation, where we'd have to wrestle against one another.
That makes an interesting question. With $10,000 for one night, the winner of the tournament, if it did come down to a situation where Robert Fuller were in competition against Ron Fuller, would it be tough? What would be your thinking on this?
Well, it wouldn't be competition between me and Ron for money. If the people came to watch an elimination tag match and the rules were that if you tagged a man in, he had to wrestle whoever he was against, in my opinion, it'd be a very good contest.
There you have the comments of Ron.
It wouldn't be the first time, let's put it that way. We've wrestled each other a whole lot of times, Charlie.
$10,000 in one night, $100,000 in 1 week's time. International Sports Incorporated, and these elimination matches all against all. Let's hear the comments from other participants, Ron Bass and Jimmy Golden.
You know, Jimmy, $10,000 to the man that is the last one in the ring. Now, it's going to take a little conditioning. I want you boys out there that's going to be involved in this match, I want you to think about it for a minute. You're going to have to go through 14 other guys. You're going to have to be in condition. You're going to have to deal out a little punishment, and you're going to have to take a little. Now, there'll be everybody standing around the ring, and you can tag anybody you want to. I'd like to see the Armstrongs, father and son, going at each other. I'd like to see brother against brother. But then there's another thing. People talk about maybe you and I, Jimmy. But you know, in baseball, there's such a thing as a sacrifice fly. We might make something like that to our advantage this time. We may just take somebody out with a little move like that. You never know. Ron Fuller, Robert Fuller, the Armstrongs, Ken Lucas. You better keep your eyes in the back of your head open, my friend.
Bass and Jimmy Golden, and it will be interesting after hearing your comments, their comments on what can happen in an elimination match. The main thing is going to this match. One of the major things would be conditioning in a match like this, Ron.
Well, that's right. This match is liable to last an hour. You know, it may last an hour and a half. I've been in them that's lasted 90 minutes before, and it's very grueling. It's a very tiring match on the participants. But when there's a $10,000 prize at stake and a beautiful trophy that you can carry home and keep, and I'm sure we all have trophy rooms, and I'd love to have something like that, a prize like that in my trophy room, and you can bet that everybody will be going flat out for the money and the trophy.
There's men that will be coming into the Southeastern wrestling area who will be in competition in these elimination matches that's going to make things quite interesting. A big man, Ray the Candyman Candy, will be here.
That's right, the Candyman. I don't know if people in this part of the country have seen him before, but he's 63 inches tall and he weighs about 280 pounds. And I think one of the main reasons he's here is because of these elimination matches. He's wanting to collect some of this money, and he's wanting to get this trophy. And he'd like to make a name for himself. And whoever wins these elimination matches are going to be instantly a success in this part of the country, and will be instantly a rich man, too.
Two other competitors will be Randy Rose and Dennis Condrey.
You know, cuz, let me make sure I understand these rules right now. There's going to be 14 men around the ring, right? Is that right? That's exactly right. Okay, the last man standing gets $10,000. Is that right?
That's right.
Well, you know, when you talk about elimination matches, when you talk about getting nasty, when you talk about getting down and dirty, you talk about big money, baby, you got to be talking about Condrey Rose, because that's what we're here for.
You're looking at two of the nastiest.
Randy Rose and Dennis Condrey also in competition. $10,000 in one night, Robert.
Well, I tell you, you're talking to teams. This is not a team event. Let's remember that. Teams could be handicapped in this thing. It's going to wind up with one man that's going to be the winner of this money, and I hope it's Ryan or myself.
15 men, all against all. In an elimination match, when a man is tagged, he must go into the ring and compete, and the winner of this big elimination match will receive not only this trophy, but $10,000 in cash. This event one fall with a 15-minute time limit. Introducing at 220 pounds, the Avenger. His opponent at 290 pounds from Pampa, Texas, Ron Bass. Ron Bass taking on the Avenger on Southeastern Championship Wrestling, and coming out to join us now, Jimmy Golden, who is tag team partners with this big man from Pampa, Texas for some time now.
You know something, Charlie Platt? I really enjoy being out here with you on a Saturday afternoon, watching my tag team partner, Ron Bass. Brother, he is some kind of machine. And like I said before, I can't say enough about this heart punch that he's got. The thing has been outlawed in other states. It's not legal in other parts of the country. They haven't said anything about it here, so as long as it's that way, it's a legal move, and he is allowed to use it. And
You
brother,
just brought up a very interesting point. You said nothing has been said about it. Well, as of yet, not. But I have been informed that Southeastern Championship Wrestling and International Sports Incorporated is taking a close look and an investigation into this heart punch at this time.
Well, let them go ahead and do whatever they got to do, but as of right now, the punch is legal, and nobody can do nothing about it. You don't like it, Charlie Platt, because it hurts your little buddy friends, Robert and Ron Fuller, and anybody else that wants to step in the ring with Ron Bass.
I will admit it is a very effective move and quite a dangerous move. Right now, Bass tying up that left arm of the Avenger, crashing down.
That's it, Bass. Work on him, brother. Work that arm out. You tell me, you just look at that man there. That's about 270 to 80 pounds of pure wrestling machine, brother. And if he decides to, he can knock your head right off of your shoulders. The man has got a punch, no doubt about it. Agreed, Charlie Platt?
Agreed.
All right.
Agree. Ron Bass at 290 pounds.
The only good thing I ever heard you say.
Is a great competitor in this area and all over the country. Still keying on that left arm of the Avenger. He has it barred.
Mean machine, Ron Bass. Jimmy Golden. Two best professional wrestlers in the world today.
The comments and the opinions of Jimmy Golden in the ring now. Ron Bass against the Avenger.
Tag team combination. They're supposed to be so good. Been together a long time. They ain't nothing.
Yes.
Competition.
Now using the flat of the boot, a legal move on the left arm of the Avenger.
You got it, Bass. You got it.
Possible
baby.
submission.
Break it off. Spare no mercy.
And as of yet, the Avenger has not given up.
Well, I have to hand it to an Avenger. He's got a lot of guts to be able to stand in there with this type of man for this period of time. He's been working on that arm ever since they started. And the Avenger, he's staying in there, but I don't give him too much. I don't give him too much longer.
No submission so far. Bruce Fortune is asking him a couple of times. Bass really administering the punishment.
What do you call that right there? Legal punch. Illegal punching in the midsection.
The Avenger frees himself.
That's it. Give it right back to him, Bass. Give it right back to him. You got it now. Oh, yeah.
Boot to the midsection by Ron Bass.
Bumping through the floor, Ron Bass.
Ron Bass unloading on the Avenger. Takes his man into the ropes. Catches him with that elbow.
Heart punch, man. The heart punch. That's what he needs.
Ron Bass
Here we go. Here we
pulling back. There it is. pulling back that arm, exposing the sternum area. Very dangerous and devastating move, and well executed by Ron Bass. Winner with the controversial heart punch from Pampa, Texas, 290 pounds, Ron Bass. And we'll be back with more action on Southeastern Championship Wrestling in just a moment. Wrestling this Monday night in Birmingham, however, an all-star card returns on June 1st. Monday night, June 1st, to Boutwell Auditorium at 8 o'clock. The main event will be a 15-man all-against-all elimination match with $10,000 and this trophy going to the winner. Also in action, the Southeastern Tag titles and a no disqualification clause will be defended by the Armstrongs. And a bounty match. The Fuller brothers, Ron and Robert, take on Ron Bass and Mr. Saito. That will be managed by Jimmy Golden. Let's hear their comments.
A whole lot of money is going to be passing hands in Birmingham, Alabama in a big elimination match. But most important of all to me is right here, $5,000. I want y'all to look at it real good now. Saito and Mr. Bass, to the man that will put Robert Fuller out of action. Get his ugly face away from here. I'm tired of looking at it. $5,000, boys. I want to see the team. I want to see Robert Fuller and Ron Fuller step in the ring here with these two gentlemen right here and see if they can get the job done.
Jimmy, I'll tell you right now, your money's just like putting it in the bank, because when me and Mr. Saito get in there against Ron Fuller and Robert Fuller, there's going to be a broken leg. I can tell the people. Robert Fuller, it's all over for you, my man.
And the bounty is on you, Robert.
Yeah, that Golden can really call himself tough now. He's going to sit in the corner like a manager, and he's going to let the Japanese and the Texan go out there and try to do his work for him. Why don't you try to do it yourself, Golden? Because you are not man enough to do it yourself, and your Japanese man is not man enough, and neither is your big fat Texan. And when we get there Monday night, I'm going to be proving it. I'm going to put my own bounty out, and it's going to be on you, boy. Not on the men that come to collect the money, but on you. And I'm going to have your tail before the night's over.
Well, I just think very simply, they're talking about broken legs. We're the only ones that know how to break any legs. And come Monday night, you guys may be the ones hobbling to the hospital, boys.
A lot of action has been taking place around the Southeastern wrestling area in the last few weeks. Ken Lucas is the first man to hold the Alabama title and the Southeastern title at one time. A recent match, Mr. Saito defeated Ken Lucas for the Southeastern title. Let's take a look at that videotape and the match against Saito against Ken Lucas and see how the action went.
Look at this man. Is there any doubt in your mind that he was going to be the Southeastern champion, Platt? Look at this man right here. He's beating Ken Lucas like the dog that he is, son.
And the arenas now, it's Saito against Ken Lucas. Going into the match, Ken Lucas, the Southeastern heavyweight title holder. And there we see the sleeper being applied by Mr. Saito.
Look at my sleeper hold, more strong. Look at my arms. Strong, big arms.
Check out Mr. Saito. He is in top shape. He runs every day. He does karate every day, and he works out every day. Look at the Pillsbury Doughboy, Ken Lucas. Now, tell me who is the toughest in your mind. I'm talking to you, Charlie. Pat, answer me when I talk to you.
Well, the question is who's toughest in my mind. That would be hard to say. Two
in your mind's eye,
equally matched.
This man right here, the Japanese warrior and destroyer.
I would call them two equals.
There's nothing equal to him. There's nothing equal. Saito is superior.
At this point in the match, Ken Lucas has the advantage over Saito.
Everyone gets lucky sometimes, Charlie Platt. You know that.
Saito now choking Lucas. Lucas outside of the ring.
You're not choking, it's a grab hold. Sleeper hold here.
That is a sleeper hold.
Yeah, it's a claw. It's claw.
And the referee knocked down. There we see some substance being thrown, salt, by Mr. Saito. What was that?
No, he's not
in
salt.
the eyes?
Oh, not salt. No, he's not salt.
That was some dirt, but they forgot to sweep out of the ring when the referee fell down. The dirt flew up. That's all you seen.
That's only a figment of your imagination, baby. That was a 1, 2, 3 count right there.
Now you see the winner?
The winner right here, Mr. Saito, son.
And a questionable...
Here, loser. I'm winner. I'm new champion now.
Very questionable way. The winner of the match, the Southeastern heavyweight title, Mr. Saito.
Oh, you're pleasant,
A lot of action still coming today on Southeastern Championship Wrestling. Let's go into the ring right now. Ladies and gentlemen, this event, one fall television time remaining. Introducing at 230 pounds from Pascagoula, Mississippi, Tommy Yates. Tommy Yates. His opponent at 245 from Tokyo, the Southeastern heavyweight champion, Mr. Saito. Saito against Tommy Yates. Television time remaining. Saito with a fireman carry takedown on Tommy Yates. Joining me with the commentary, former Southeastern heavyweight champion and still holder of the Alabama title, Ken Lucas.
Well, I held two titles at one time, and you know it's hard to keep up with. You got guys like Saito, Rose, Condrey, Golden Bass. They're all digging at you and everything, but I still am the Alabama state champion. But right now, my main concern, Charlie, is watching this Mr. Saito. You know he's a very, very tough man, and the man knows he's wrestling. The gentleman he's in there with right now has got a headlock on Saito, but Saito is the type of guy that he just about knows what you're going to do. He can feel the body. He's very, very talented. And very, very, very strong man. I've heard the reports that he does bench presses of close to 450, 500 pounds. And you see right there, he took him down. He's right behind him. He's always stays in very, very good position.
His conditioning shows in the ring, Ken.
He's a very, very strong man. Besides being strong, he knows he's wrestling. He's a very, very smart man. And you don't make no mistakes. Today, it boils down in professional wrestling that the mistakes means a lot. And when you make one of those final mistakes, it can cost you a match.
Saito now moving around.
See, Saito with his wrestling, a guy like Yates there, I don't think he's got as much, you'd say, amateur background as Saito. Saito will wear a guy down, rides, take down leg sweeps, keep moving on him, fireman's carry, and he'll tire him out. Then he's pretty well got him in his command. I met him head on. Saito likes to wrestle. I like to wrestle too, but my main concern is to get that belt back and to prove a point to him that I can put him asleep with my sleeper hold.
Saito, very quick man in the ring, going into grips again with a form of the bear hug.
He's got a bear hug right there, and he's putting that pressure on him. That lower back, let me tell you right now, it hurts. Nice move, very, very nice move. Nice counter. He got him right there, excuse me, with a hip toss. But you see Saito's looking at him, you can tell what he's thinking. He's thinking, my friend, I'm just going to wear you down. There you got, ooh, front face lock and a takeover right there, and that's a hard, hard hold. Yates is doing very, very well against this man, Saito. You can see right there, takedown again. He's trying to break him down to get him tired, Charlie, and that's just what he's doing.
With the right, it's Saito.
You know, a lot of people don't realize, excuse me, Charlie, when you got a man like Saito that can bench press 450, 500 pounds, he's got the wrestling background, the knowledge that he's got, and he gets on top of you like this, he's got that leg hook and that arm hook. Excuse me, it's hard to get a man that weighs 250 pounds off your back unless you got some real knowledge, and that's what he's doing. He's got this man tired right now. He's got his wind cut off, he's got him tired.
The left arm and the right leg were tied up all at once.
And see right here, he's got him through, and he's got this man, he's got him hooked real, real well in the legs, and he keeps putting that pressure on that lower back to tire him out. He's working him down.
Saito, of course, former Japanese Olympic wrestler, and as we've said many times, Ken, the different styles this man knows and how he can operate in that ring is almost unbelievable. He's a great athlete.
Stays in fantastic condition. He's slowly wearing Yates down. He's taking his time. Saito's not in a hurry. He knows what he's got to do. And he's very tough. Oh, good punch.
Arm twist dragging into that.
Oh, turn. Boy, he caught him right there. Did you see that, Charlie? He caught him, boy. I mean, he caught him hard, too.
Saito
rattled the marbles in the head.
on top of things.
Double chop.
Double chop coming down and into the throat. Saito, a very dangerous man in the ring, Ken.
There's that trap there. I'll tell you, there it takes out of you. When you get hit on those trapezius muscles with a double chop like that, it takes a lot out of you, Charlie, because those trapezius muscles control the whole lower back and your nerve centers.
Saito stalking his man, takes him up by the hair in the turnbuckle.
Oh, man, boy, I'll tell you what, that'll take it out of you. Them chops, boy, he's caving that chest right in, boy. He's putting permanent hurt on that man right there, and there's that double chop on those trapezius muscles again. Again, he's wearing him down, Charlie.
Saito continues the punishment. Saito picks his man up. And another hard chop into the throat area.
I think he's going into the... There he is. He's got it. He's got it right there. He's got the sleeper hold on.
There is a sleeper.
He's got it on him right there.
A variation from the one that Ken Lucas uses.
Yes, he's going right on the side of the neck. Mine's right around the front. And I still block off the same nerve area, but it's just applied just a little bit different. He's got him down now, and I'm afraid it's going to be lights out. He won't get away from that.
2, 3. It's over.
Yes, it is.
It's over, and your winner of the match from Tokyo, the Southeastern heavyweight champion, Mr. Saito, finally relinquishing the sleeper. And now the very important part of waking the man back up.
I can't believe this. You mean to tell me this man ain't going to wake him up again? He's going to have somebody really get hurt. I can't believe it.
Ken Lucas upset, and rightfully so. Sleeper, a very dangerous hole. And the man has to be brought back around very shortly. There it is. And now Saito jumps on Lucas. There! Ken Lucas puts his patented sleeper on Saito. Rose and Condrey coming out, pulling Saito out. But your winner of the match, Mr. Saito, and we'll be back in just a moment. Monday night, June 1st, Birmingham's Boutwell Auditorium, an all-star lineup of Southeastern Championship Wrestling at 8 p.m. The main event will be a 15-man all-against-all elimination match with a trophy and $10,000 going to the winner. Southeastern Tag Team title match, no disqualification. Bob and Brad Armstrong take on Dennis Condrey and Randy Rose. For the Alabama State Heavyweight Championship, Ken Lucas defends against Jimmy Golden. Special bounty match, Ron and Robert Fuller take on Mr. Saito and Ron Bass. Mr. Olympia goes against Tom Horn, and Ray the Candyman Candy takes on El Diablo. The main event, 15-man all-against-all elimination match, a trophy and $10,000 going to the winner. That's coming up on June 1st, Monday night, June 1st, Birmingham's Boutwell Auditorium at 8 p.m. A lot of action taking place on June 1st. No wrestling this week in Birmingham. Wrestling returns to Boutwell on June 1st, Monday night. The 15-man all-against-all elimination match with a trophy and $10,000 going to the winner. $10,000 and this very prestigious trophy. With me now, Ken Lucas and Mr. Olympia. Before we get the comments, their comments, let's get the comments of Stan Lane and Mr. Saito.
You know, when's it all going to end, Jerry Stubbs? For months and months now you've tried, and every night you've failed. You try to come out looking as ugly as you can with your face. Now you got a hood on and trying to do it that way, and you still can't do it. I understand your girlfriend won't even go out with you in public unless you got a sack on your face now. You're overweight, you're fat, you're out of shape. You couldn't do it before, you won't do it on June the 1st. Why don't you just forget it?
Ken Lucas, you sneak around, you put the sleeper hold of me, but you can't. You know that my big neck, 22 inches. Elimination match, Ken Lucas. I put you sleeper hold you. You sleep forever.
The comments of Mr. Saito. Ken, you will be in competition with him in that elimination match. Plus, earlier you've got the Southeastern or the Alabama title you'll be defending against Jimmy Golden.
Well, you know, Jimmy's a very, very tough man, and I've got a lot of respect for him. You know, he's the type of guy that he just keeps coming, hitting, kicking, and I've got this Alabama belt, and I plan on keeping it. As far as Mr. Saito's concerned, I'd like to say one thing. I have a sleeper hold, too, and there'll be no back jumping. I'm going to say one thing for sure, Mr. Saito. If I put it around your 22-inch neck, I guarantee you're going to fall right on the ground just like the rest of them do.
On June 1st, Mr. Olympia, a big elimination match, $10,000 to the winner.
That's right, $10,000. You know, a lot of people can use $10,000, and I'm one of them. And I'm going to do my best, and Stan Lane or anybody else, when I get in there, it's going to be 100% because I like money just like you do, just like Charlie does, just like anybody does, so I'm going 100%.
Monday night, June 1st, in Boutwell Auditorium at 8 o'clock.
We right home in the band.
And coming up in very near future here in the Southeastern Wrestling area, we have this trophy with us. It will be part of an elimination week in which International Sports Incorporated will give away $100,000 in $10,000 allotments and elimination matches. And one of the contenders for this will be the Candyman Ray Candy. We'll have more details next week on Southeastern Wrestling. Thanks for joining us.